The corridor exploded. Red alarms ripped through the research station as bulkheads slammed shut. Gravity lurched. Something massive hit the hull again, hard enough to bend steel. I was running when she grabbed my arm. Her skin was cool. Luminous veins pulsed beneath it. Not human. Definitely not human. Behind us, the viewport shattered. Vacuum screamed. Scientists vanished into black. "Move!" I shouted. She smiled instead. Not fear, not panic, joy. "You got me pregnant, human," the alien girl said happily. The words hit harder than the hull breach. I stared at her as emergency shutters sealed, sparing us from space. Smoke rolled across the floor. Sirens howled like wounded animals. "What?" I said. She tilted her head, silver eyes bright. "Your species compatibility index was listed as 0. That was incorrect. Another impact." The station groaned. Through the glass, I saw them. War forms. Black armored shapes crawling over the exterior like insects. The Car Dominion had found us. This was supposed to be a quiet scout outpost. A listening station at the edge of Sol space. Then humanity sent me. A single recon officer, a test. She squeezed my arm tighter. "We should leave. Your enemies are very angry." "Who are you?" I asked. She glanced at the ceiling as if calculating trajectories. "I am Lyra of the Valari Continuum. Diplomatic observer. Classified as non-combatant." A blast door melted. "Non-combatant, my ass." I pulled my rifle up. "Can you fight?" She smiled wider. "I can survive." We ran. Fire licked the walls. Gravity flickered. Bodies floated, frozen in shock. Every 10 meters something tried to kill us. As we reached the hangar, a car warform dropped from the ceiling. I fired once. The round punched through its chest. It kept coming. Lyra stepped forward. Space bent. The warform folded inward like crushed paper and vanished. I stared. "You said non-combatant." "I did not say harmless," she replied. Ships burned outside the bay. Our shuttle was still intact. Barely. As we boarded, the station cracked in half behind us. The shuttle launched into chaos. Missiles streaked past. Laser fire lit the void. Sol defense forces were minutes away. Too late for the station. Lyra strapped in, hands resting on her abdomen like it was precious. My mind finally caught up. "Pregnant," I said. "That is not possible." "It is," she said softly. "And it changes everything." The stars warped as we jumped. Behind us, the car fleet hesitated. They had scanned her. They knew. For the first time in recorded history, an alien species had conceived with a human. The jump tore reality open and slammed it shut behind us. Stars snapped back into place. The shuttle screamed as inertial dampeners struggled to keep up. Something hit our shields hard enough to throw me against the harness. "Car interceptor," I said, reading the threat feed. "Fast, close." Another impact. Shields dropped to 60%. Lyra remained calm, too calm. "They are not attempting a kill," she said. "They are confirming." "Confirming what?" I asked, already knowing the answer. "Viability." The interceptor slid alongside us. Its hull was black, organic, crawling with sensor nodes. A pale beam washed over the cockpit. Lyra closed her eyes. "They see it now," she whispered. Human genetic persistence, aggressive cellular dominance, adaptive bonding. I shoved the throttle forward. The shuttle protested. Human engineering groaned but obeyed. "Hold together," I muttered. The interceptor fired again. Our shields flared, then dipped into the red. I slammed the emergency beacon. "Sol Recon 1 to any Earth fleet asset," I said. "Under Xeno pursuit. Priority Omega. Static." The interceptor moved ahead of us, cutting our escape vector. Its weapons charged, but did not fire. "They will not destroy us," Lyra said. "Not while I live." That did not comfort me. Then space fractured. 3 massive silhouettes ripped out of hyperspace like gods arriving late to a fight. Earth fleet dreadnoughts, rail cannons already spinning. The interceptor froze. It tried to retreat. A single rail round erased it. No debris, no remains. Silence followed. The shuttle was pulled into formation and tractored aboard the nearest carrier. The hangar lights washed over us like a verdict. Marines rushed in, rifles raised, fingers tense. "Stand down," I barked. "She is not hostile." Lyra stepped forward slowly. She placed both hands over her abdomen. "I carry human life," she said. "Your laws protect this." The words spread through the hangar like shock waves. Medical scans followed, then silence, then whispers. "She is compatible. Cellular fusion is stable." "That is not possible." Admirals arrived, scientists, intelligence. Every eye in the room locked on Lyra. "What does this mean?" one asked. Lyra met his gaze without fear. It means the car will not attack you openly anymore. Screens lit up around the room. Car fleet formations stalling, retreating, broadcasting across open channels. They are warning everyone, intelligence said. Human contamination risk, probability collapse, Lyra translated softly. They believe my child will disrupt future sight, she said. That your kind cannot be predicted. That together we cannot be controlled. The Admiral exhaled slowly. A single pregnancy stopped a war. Lyra shook her head. No, she said. A human did. She turned to me, eyes glowing faintly. My people see the future, she continued. Yours refuses to accept it. The room understood. This was not diplomacy. This was deterrence written in blood and possibility. They buried her 6 levels below Earth Fleet Command. No windows, no signals, no mercy if something went wrong. Outside the chamber, admirals argued in whispers. Inside, Lyra sat perfectly still. The child was growing, too fast. Scans updated every 30 seconds. Each time the numbers changed. Not randomly, deliberately. She is rewriting probability locally, a scientist said. That should not be possible. I watched the monitors. Heartbeat steady. 2 of them. Then the transmission hit. Every screen in the command center turned black. A single figure appeared. Tall, bone-thin, car-high oracle. Its eyes burned with panic. Humanity, it said. End this aberration. Return the Valari female. Terminate the offspring. We will retreat. Silence followed. Then I stepped forward. No. The oracle flinched. You doom all predictive species, it hissed. War will become chaos. Victory impossible. I leaned closer to the screen. Sounds like a you problem. The signal cut. Alarms erupted. Long-range sensors lit up like a star map on fire. Multiple fleets, car, Valari splinters. Observer species, neutral powers, all converging. They are not attacking, Tactical said. They are waiting. Lyra's eyes opened. The lights flickered. They are afraid to choose, she said. The future is unstable near me. She stood up. Guards reached for weapons. Every system locked them down automatically. She walked out of containment like the station itself had decided not to stop her. My people see futures, Lyra said as she entered the command floor. In most, humanity burns bright, then dies. She placed her hand over her abdomen. This child does not belong to most futures. Power readings spiked across the sector. Ships outside charged weapons. Sweat beaded on the Admiral's brow. What does the child do? Lyra looked at me. They amplify intent, she said. Especially human intent. That landed like a warhead. Human intent meant stubborn survival, escalation, total retaliation. Lyra turned to the gathered commanders. You are calculating whether killing me saves you. No one denied it. She faced me again. What will your species do if they try? I answered instantly. We erase them. Not threaten, not warn. Erase. The room shook. Sensors screamed. Probability models collapsed into static. Future sight arrays across allied species went dark. They cannot see outcomes, intelligence shouted. Not near her. Not near the child. Outside fleets hesitated. Weapons powered down, one by one. Not because of fear. Because certainty was gone. Lyra exhaled. It has started, she said. The future no longer belongs to those who can see it. She looked at me. It belongs to those willing to fight for it. The galaxy had spent millennia predicting wars. Now it faced humans protecting family. And that was something no one had ever survived. The first shot never came. That was the moment everyone understood. Across the sector, hundreds of alien fleets sat armed and frozen. Captains staring at tactical screens that refused to predict anything beyond the next second. Future sight was gone. Probability engines returned blank. The galaxy had navigated for centuries by knowing what came next. Now there was only choice. Earth fleet moved, not forward, outward. Human ships spread into defensive arcs around Lyra like a living shield. No speeches, no votes. Orders flowed clean and fast. Protect the asset. Protect the child. Lyra stood at the viewport, watching armadas hesitate. They are waiting for permission from the future, she said quietly. They will not get it, I replied. A car battleship powered weapons. Every human ship locked on instantly. Rail cannons spun. Missile bays opened. No one fired. The car ship powered down. Then another. Then an entire fleet followed. Tactical feeds exploded with alerts. They are withdrawing, intelligence said. All of them. Not retreating, disengaging completely. Lyra closed her eyes. The station shuddered. A pulse rippled outward. Not energy. Not force. Decision. Across space, alien commanders felt it. The certainty that if they crossed this line, humanity would not stop. Not at borders. Not at planets. At extinction. An emergency council broadcast lit the command center. Dozens of species. Faces tight with fear. The human child destabilizes all strategic balance, one representative said. This must be regulated. The admiral answered calmly. No, another voice cut in. You cannot claim ownership of the future. I stepped forward. We already did. When we chose to protect our own, Lyra placed her hand on the glass. The child will be born, she said, and the future will adapt. The council erupted in arguments. None of it mattered. Because outside, human shipyards were already working. New fleets, new weapons, built not for conquest, for defense that would never retreat. Weeks passed. The galaxy learned quickly. No predictive wars near human space. No preemptive strikes. No manipulation. Trade resumed under new rules. Do not threaten what humans love. Lyra watched Earth from orbit. Blue, fragile, defiant. My people thought humans were reckless, she said. We are, I answered. Just not about family. She smiled softly. Inside her, the child stirred. Sensors flared. Probability bent. Not toward destruction. Toward resistance. Somewhere out there, civilizations rewrote their doctrines. Because the future no longer belonged to those who could see it. It belonged to those willing to stand in front of it and say no. And humanity had just become the line the universe would never cross.